Well, good morning, chaps. It's Sunday morning, and you'll be viewing this afternoon. And I just thought I'd let you know, on Friday, I decided to do a day in the life of from start to finish, sorting out issues, diagnosing shit, trying to fix some stuff, sell some cars, all that sort of jazz. So when I edited the whole thing, it ended up being 1 hour and 35 minutes long, the whole day. So I split it into two. So here's part one. Part two, hang on for part two, because we go to pubs, we do a cook-off, we sort more shit out. Anyway, you'll see. But enjoy part one and hold fire for part two, which is coming tomorrow. Laters. Right, morning chaps. Day in the life today. Lots going on, so I'm running bloody late because I've got a school run. Should have left 10 minutes ago. Poor Monty's going to be standing outside Morrison's in the freezing cold. Mind you, I couldn't think anywhere better to be standing on a morning. Right, Poncho, let's go. Punch. My whistle's not working this morning. Oh, there it is. Come on, Punch. Out you go. Hasn't a clue what's going on, but hey ho. Michelle's left me a load of stuff by the door not to forget, so I'll put those down here. I hate this time of the day. Just don't know what the hell's going on, and leave all the lights on. Right, I think I'm okay. I think I'm free to leave the house. All that light you can cut off as well. Sorry, microphones are in the office. Look at it. Oh, cold. Before I came and had a shower, before I went and had a shower, I turned this little mother on, so save me a bit of time. Poncho, come this side. Oh, fucking locked. Come on, Ponch, in here. In you go. Get in. Get in. Get in. Come get in. Got a little jumper to put on Poncho. So silly. Right, stay there. Don't be square. Right, into Totnes, about usually 10 minutes. Got to make it 5 minutes today. But it's icy, so lots going on. And then got a damp man to see. Oh, that bloody beeps. Okay. Right, chaps, I'll catch you a bit later on. A little bit flustered this morning. Laters. Right, school run done and dusted. Two chaps at schools, Monty and Michelle's daughter, Nevie. So I am in the office and I've got something for Poncho, as it's such a chilly day. Poncho, I'm going to put your jumper on. Come here. This will be fun. I've never put this on before. How on earth do you put a jumper on a dog? All right, here we go. Come here. Come here. Get you all nice and toasty and warm today. That's why you got a nice little collar and everything. So, how do you... Let's put this on your head. Go. That's it. Come here. Oh, come forward. Come forward. That's it. And then we're going to put your paws in there. Oh, you like this, don't you? Let's put the other paw in here. Oh, I know. Oh. And then, look at you. All Christmassy and lovely. Now my latte art ain't really very up to scratch. I've put Plaster's radio. Right, let me explain what's happening today. Look at me, Jesus Christ, what a day. Oh, beautiful sunshine here, cracking day in Devon. Long may it last. Anyway, plan for today, we've got some test drives today. This little car, not being test driven today, but it's a brilliant little part exchange. A very tidy, apart from a couple of little bits and bobs, a Peugeot 207 on a 59 plate, automatic, 66,000 miles. 66,000 miles. Very low mileage, but this is going to be it's going to fly out the door, so I ain't shifting this one on. Dread. I'm going to keep this one for myself, but the only bit of damage is on the front there. It's sort of defrosting at the moment. Inside, it's pretty tidy as well. Look at this. Wasn't she? Isn't she? I would open the other door, but it isn't one. So that's going to go up for sale. So I'm having the day off the platform today, Carbotics. I just had my head in it every day for the last, feels like 7 months. So I'm going to spend the day on the pitch today, pitching, sorting the cars out. I watched Jamie Capel's video this morning, and he was rearranging all his stock in lovely lines and everything. I got horribly jealous, so I might do something similar. So yeah, great bit of stock. We've got the usual suspects out here still, but they're all coming along. They're all having bits and bobs done to them now. And if you have a look at the website, we put our Family Car Guy website onto the platform, switched it all over, and updated all the stock, so everything now syncs beautifully. So have a look on there, and you'll see stock popping up and updating, new stock and all that sort of stuff. But that's now on the Carbotics platform, so if you want to have a look, see how our website looks on the platform, go and have a look. Right, test drive on the Freelander today. Now this is a cracking car, full service history. I know this car very well because it was my dad's, and Mum she's got 2 cars. She's got a Subaru, and she's got a and she had this, and she didn't want 2 cars, so I said, well, we'll sell this for her. But full service history, Dad looked after it, like, you know, serviced it every bloody year properly. 122,000 miles, so it's got a little bit of mileage, but it's the 2.2, they go on for bloody ever. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. Had an MOT yesterday. It failed the MOT, but just on wear and tear items, so front pads, discs, rear pads and discs. So, you know, I think when he died last year, Mum's been driving it around. She doesn't really have any clue what to do with that sort of stuff, so they all need replacing. So that's all going to get replaced this week. Lady's coming to see that, so if she doesn't buy that, come on chaps, who wants it? Who wants a fantastic Freelander? Anyway, what else is happening? So not much interest in the Mini, unfortunately. Oh, a chap wants to come and test drive the Tiguan. So he called me out yesterday. So, all right, mate, are you a trader? I said, I'm afraid I am, old chap. Well, sure, I've got a BMW something or other. And I went, oh yeah, mate, yeah. And I really like the Tiguan. And I wonder if I can come and part exchange my BMW for the Tiguan. But I do want £9,000 for my car. I want £9,000. I won't take anything less. And I said, well, all right, well, send me all your details, and we'll have a look at the valuation and see what we can do with this car. So we'll run through the valuations on his car in a minute. I haven't even looked at it myself yet, but we'll see if we're anywhere close. Anyway, that's for Saturday. The Sandero. Now, 30,000 miles this has done. There's a few scrapes and scratches on it and everything. It's been into the body shop and been completely bodied up to the gills. So that is an immaculate car, 30,000 miles. And a chap wants to buy that. He came in the other day, wants to buy it and part exchange a Ford KA with 18,000 miles on it. Yeah, I think it's quite an old car. It's about 2017, 18,000 miles, a Ford KA. And I know when that car comes in, no one's going to buy it. I mean, it's got great mileage, but it's got really low mileage for 2017 plate car. We've had this before. We've had this on a Ford Cougar, where that Ford Cougar had like 9,000 miles on it. 2018, it just never shifted. So anyway, I'd really like to get rid of this because it's been hanging around for too long. It's been one of those cars that we've needed to shift, and I need to get it cleared. So I'm going to offer him some reasonable money for his car, not over the odds, mind, but I'd like to get that shifted and try my luck with his KA, or move that on into trade to someone who really likes low mileage cars. So yeah. Anyway, so we've got the Freelander warming up nicely. Get that all cleaned up in a minute if the water's not frozen. Freelander, the Tiguan, hopefully Saturday, and that is being done on that today, hopefully. Chap came round and had a look at the what is it? It's a bloody mocha, isn't it? Came and had a look at the mocha. Sorry, this bloody light. The mocha. Chap came and had a look at that mocha. Again, we put. Sorry, I'm going to try not to get the light in again. We had that all body shopped up because it's done what, 50,000 miles. It's an immaculate car. It's perfect, ready to go. All MOTs and all that sort of stuff. So, and he came round. He said, "Yeah, it's just not tidy enough for me." What? It was an immaculate car. I think there's a couple of little scratches on the dashboard. You know, the plastic dash trim inside, and he knew his missus wouldn't like that. Anyway, everyone to his own. But what else? Mini. I might move that one in trade soon. The Land Rover. Land Rover is having a load of welding done on Monday. I've got to get a new battery for that today and pick that up from Halfords on the way to pick Monty up from school. It's all go, isn't it? Oh, there's a bit of trim on this Norman Lamont Yeti. Yeah. That trim was just peeling away. We had this whole door replaced and the trim put back on, but the trim is just not quite fitting right. So that's all bonded on and ready to come off. This is, bodywork wise, it's absolutely spot on, immaculate. Wheels are pretty darn good as well, I think. But it's the Norman Lamont spec inside. I might change that to Norman Lamont. So that car's all ready to go. So all our stock's pretty much ready to go. And the stock up here, I'll take you back up the upper forecourt. The stock up here is the Citroen. I mean, this is our biggest problem car, I think. It's got an oil leak. To get to the oil leak, some massive piece of engine's got to come out, and it's going to cost a fortune to do. I think that cost us £2,000. Sorry, this bloody light. So this cost us about £2,500, something like that. Retails at about 4 something. It's going to be £1,000 to get the work done, but we're just going to get it done, get it up for sale, get our money back on it and move on. Range Rover there is having a new chain in it next week. So hopefully by the end of next week, all these little problem cars will all be sorted out, and all our stock will be ready to go. Come and buy the bastards. Anyway, let's do the valuation on that BMW, because I'm really interested to see whether he's way off or we could have a bit of a deal. Do this valuation in the platform Carbotics, the platform I've made. So this is just a vehicle stock page. You can see things are filling up nicely. Do take a look, give us your opinion of what you think the site looks like and what have you, where we can make it better. Always interesting to hear. Anyway, right, valuation on this BMW. So I'm going to go over to the Buyer Plus section. So the Buyer Plus is basically somewhere you'd normally use this for bidding in auctions. So it will work out the max bid. I'll put it over here, and it will take into account things like your auction fees. It'll work out whether it needs an MOT, and you can set the amount of months you want remaining left on an MOT, and it will automatically add it, all that sort of thing. Anyway, I'll walk you through that in a sec. But let me put his reg in. So I haven't 67 no, FX67, sorry, 67 WK, and I think he's got 98 fares and miles on it. So it'll analyze the vehicle, pull in the valuations, it'll give me a low, medium and high valuation, and so let's see what it's brought up. 2017 BMW 320 3 Series. 7 months left on the MOT. That's not too bad, but we'll probably end up putting a new MOT on it. Medium, valuation. So you've got the high of 12, medium 11, a low of 10. Desired profit. Well, if I put probably want a minimum a couple of grand in that. So then it adjusts the max bid here, 9487. Prep costs. So he says it's got a full service history and it's been serviced recently by Ocean BMW, but he said recently is probably the last 6 months. So I'm just going to say, well, maybe we do something on that. We're going to put an MOT on that anyway, so 45. On the auctions, you can see what the tyre treads are like, so you can put all that sort of stuff in, and then you can put in your bodywork and what have you. Now, MOT advisories. So no advisories found on the last MOT. This would normally bring up the advisories, and there'll be a little button to tell you how much advisory would be to rectify. If I go on to something like this, that Hyundai, which so here, tyres. This is on a different car, so if I click that analyze button, you see it's analyzing with AI. It's going to tell me how much to rectify the tyres for that car. So it's giving me about 75 quid a tyre, on that car. So estimated cost 225 to replace those. So I can always add that to the calculation, but let's just go back to the BMW. Back to the Beamer, please. Let's just reset it because I didn't save it. 150. Always need to save stuff. I'm just gonna put 200, 250 in as a buffer. I don't know why 250 is always something else. Total prep cost. So he wanted 9, so we're not far away. It'll just be a case of saying to him, well, yeah, we could possibly do 9. Let's have a look at the car and let's reevaluate the bodywork. But you know, if I end up buying that, I can just, did you bid on this vehicle? Well, let's say I bought it for 9. Submit. And then I can add it to stock. Go straight into my vehicles page. But we haven't quite got that yet, and we haven't quite won it, but that's what the system does. It's quite good for an auction because it will list all the cars you've been going through, and then you can just pick them out. You can have the auction, you know, split screen, and you can just see exactly what your max bid is because you've gone through it all and you've worked out the advisories, roughly how much the advisories are going to cost you to rectify, because you've got to assume they haven't been done. The only thing you can tell that's been done is the tyres, really. Anyway, so that's the, yeah, it looks promising. Looks promising at around 9 grand. Anyway. So there we go. We might have a bit of a deal on our hands. We'll see what the actual car's like. It's probably stinks of smoke or something inside, you know, all these little things. Never confirm a price before you've seen the car. Right, I've got the Land Rover defrosting, and this lady's going to come test drive it very shortly, so I'm going to give it a little bit of a clean and get it ready. Laters. Right, Freelander in position, ready to rock and roll. On that Freelander, we have got this inquiry through. I mentioned in one of my Auto Trader video about, all right, I'm going to sort this bloody light out. I think I go now. About being on WhatsApp groups. So when that came in, from that group, we know of people that are looking for cars because they always put up on the group, oh, my car's just broken down, I need a new car. Has anyone got something that they want to sell? And then we pounce and jump in. So we had one of these people that did exactly that on the group, and so we contacted them and said, hey, we've got this Freelander, why don't you come and have a look? And we've also got another couple of cars, so she's on her way down to come and view that. So if we get a sale through that, just goes to show little things like being on WhatsApp groups, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. So I'm just getting another couple of cars just started up, getting all the frost off, and hopefully that'll be fine. See how it goes. I'd love to sell that today. I'd love to sell that today. That'd be brilliant. Right, I'm going to chat to this chap about the Sandero and get him to actually part with some money and put a deposit down and get the bugger sold. So I'm going to give him a call now. Oh, no bloody answer. Right, well, as the sun's fantastic today, I'm going to get some pickies of the Peugeot, because that all got cleaned yesterday, and I might just need to chamois it off and take the tray plates out the back. Come on, you. I've also got to get that bastard up for sale. The hearse. I mean, I'd love to keep it, but can't keep everything, can we? No, we can't. Such a shame, because it's a cracking car and it's bloody good fun as well. But no, got to move stuff on. Move stuff on, Sam. Stop dithering. Just had a look at my Golf. It's the one that caught fire back in March or something like that. Tyre slightly flat. There's the culprit. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? Little bastard. It's just another one of those bloody things that could do without. Anyway, that will probably be flat by the end of the day, so I'm going to need to get that sorted out. Well, I'm just going to hold fire now for the test drive on that. Things to fix now. Is there anything I can do? I feel like in a bit of a fixing shit mood. Oh, there is one thing I need to do on this Freelander. I know it's not 100% ready to go yet. Still needs to have the MOT sorted out and what have you. The windscreen wipers don't quite work properly. The door on the passenger side, typical Land Rover thing. Oh, yes, of course it opens today. And also, well, that normally doesn't open. And then on the boot, it doesn't open on this, you have to open it on the fob. So it's going to need a boot thingy there, probably a new one on the passenger side, and some kind of, you know what I mean, for the windscreen wipers. So I'm actually going to use this time to sort of source those little parts and get them ordered, because they're going to need to get done, and I'm going to fit them myself. Right, ladies. Right, test drive complete on the, well, it wasn't the Land Rover in the end, it was one of the other cars. Anyway, she's gone away to go and think about it, which means we'll never see from her or hear from her ever again. But I'll tell you what happened there. But anyway, I got a phone call from Monty's mum saying Monty's in a right pickle and he's picking up from school. I was like, right, okay, let's go and get the little mother. So I'm at school at the moment in the Peugeot, so I'll give that little chappy a run over. Lovely car, mine. A little bit played in the steering, but other than that, absolutely fine. So yeah, I've got to go and pick up a child. What's wrong with the bloody young these days? Bloody a sniffle and a cough, they want to send them home. Anyway, I'll go and pick the old chap up and then head back to base. Probably get him cleaning some bloody cars. Anyway, ladies. Right, got the old chap. And he's absolutely starving, so we're going to swing by and get some food. Oh, Monty, what do you want? Pasty? Huh? Monty said he doesn't. I said, what would you like for lunch? And he said, anything other than fish. So, I don't know what he's expecting, a bloody lobster thermidor or something. Sandwich, Monty? Huh? Nice sarnie. Or pasty. Salad bowl? Something really nice and healthy while you're not feeling very well? Huh? Or how about Scotch egg and a pork pie? Or a ginster's pasty? Or a rustler's burger? No? Well, he must be ill. Anyway, ladies. Right, back from a slightly premature school run. Monty's scoffing his pasty in the office, but the customer that came and test drove the Land Rover, which is now up there, caught their eye also was this Qashqai. Now there's a bit of a story behind this one. This was sold to a customer. They had an issue with the boost pipe had split, so it went into a garage and the boost pipe had split, so we got it replaced. While it was in the garage, they put it up on the ramp and they said, oh mate, I don't know who sold you this car, but it's got the subframe is all corroded, all sorts of other bits and bobs wrong, it's not safe to drive and all that sort of stuff. So they then came back to me and I said, that's bizarre because we've literally just MOT'd it for you. You know, it's an imprisonable offence to pass an MOT on a car when there's stuff that's dangerous or shouldn't have passed it. So of course quietly I was thinking, Jesus Christ, what on earth's our garage up to? So we stopped using them. I think we had a chat with them about it as well, and they were like, "Oh Christ! Well, if it was going to fail, then we would have failed it." So anyway, we had backwards and forwards. So the customer had the car in the garage, and they're just picking faults with it left, right, and centre, saying it's not safe. And I couldn't really work it out. Anyway, so we just thought, right, enough's enough, we'll buy it back. Terribly sorry, you can move on, we'll move on, and let's get it back here and find out what the hell's wrong with it. So we put it into a garage yesterday and got it on the ramp and had two mechanics go over it with a fine tooth comb. And I said, we want to find out if there's a problem with this car and if it shouldn't have passed the MOT. Different garage as well. So we put it into a different garage who actually did the MOT. First things first, they said, who MOT'd it? And we said, so-and-so garage. And they said, well, if they passed it, then it will definitely be a pass. They are absolutely brutal and very, very good and a bit anal about their MOTs. So I thought, okay, strange. Get it up on the ramp and let's have a look at the bastard. So got it up, subframe absolutely fine. In fact, it had all been treated, it's coated, no bushes worn. The only thing that had some slight play in it was the track rod ends. Which after 6 months worth of use that car's had may now spring into being an advisory on an MOT. But is it unsafe? Absolutely not. It's absolutely fine, and it's back here. It's going up for sale, and she had a look at this car, test drove it, and this is the one that she may be buying. Full service history. I mean, full service history, 116,000 miles on the clock, diesel, bodywork's great. I mean, it's got a few tiny little scratches here and there, but a really nice, tidy little Qashqai. Leather seats, heated seats, pano roof, that sort of stuff. I could go on. So we're a bit... we're not quite sure what the hell's been bloody going on here. You never know with garages wanting to have a look at a car and actually trying to make a bit more work for themselves. But, it's going to have a fresh MOT on it for if this woman buys it. So, and we might even take that to a different garage. So we ended up having about 5 different garages looking over this car. But I've got pictures of the subframe as well. It looks absolutely fine, but some garages, you never know if they're trying to leg you over or not. That's the biggest problem with this industry. Right, what am I doing back in here? I need to get to some bloody work. The Land Rover wipers and lock, you sort that out. And also, I found out the jet wash is completely kaput today, so I'm going to have to go and buy a new jet wash. Land Rover. Come on. Actually, I'm going to test it. No, jet wash. See if it actually is coming to life. Well, it needs to be plugged in for a start. Come on, you. I hate this bloody machine. I absolutely hate it. Right, it's making some noise. That needs some water, don't you? I need a jet wash with a nice coil on it that comes out nice and long. I can go round the cars. This doesn't have, it's all the crap's on the floor. They've really designed it so badly, this one. Okay, water's on, not frozen. So I'm quietly hoping it really is buggered, so we can go and get a nice proper one. Yeah. Kaput. Fuse is fine because I'm actually getting some power noise from it. It's just not pressurizing by the looks of things. It's not frozen because I've got water. It's a shame, isn't it? By Karcher. Hello, new jet wash with a nice coil. It's not going to piss me off. Turn you off. Right, well, thankfully it means I don't do any cleaning today. Car's got away lately. So I'm going to sort that wiper out. Probably a relay or something like that. I'll probably just go and buy a relay anyway. $5 or something. See if that works. Right, see you later, chaps. Just heard. What the hell are you doing? bloody jet wash has started to make noises. Ooh, has it come back to life? This will be very strange. What the fuck is wrong with you? Right, time to fix some shit. Get to the bottom of stuff. So I'm in the Freelander. I've got my Diag computer here, mate. Turn that off. You work, which is good. Right, so wipers. Let me show you what's happening. Lovely, no problem whatsoever there. That's just on. And then if I go up one, that's fine. And then if I go up the next one, nothing changes. Mind you. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That's what. Oh, there we go. Right, so I think on these there is a. I put this all through Juan on the back end of the website and the platform, and Juan was telling me that there is a positioning sensor in the motor, and that could have gone to cause that. And if you flick through them, it tends to just stop. It's for safety, apparently. I don't know what's so bloody unsafe about. What's safe about stopping a windscreen wipers? But hey ho. So that could have gone, and it's sealed in the actual motor. So it said check your Diag for a particular code to see if it flags up the motor. So that's what I'm doing. Let's turn you on. God, I feel like a proper mechanic now with all my gear and my computers and diagnosing shit and everything. Right, come on computer, work with me, not against me. Right, diagnosis. A Land Rover. Fills me with dread when I start reading codes on these, because then you think the car's absolutely fine and then there's a ton of things wrong with it, or they could be historical. So okay, that's all on. Read it, please. Okay, that's got it. Land Rover, done. Right, auto scan. So there might be a load of ECM. Oh my frickin' word, look at all this. Oh God, Dad, what have you done? I mean, every 10 faults in the BCM body control module. Mother of God. I mean, I could go through all these all day, but I'm sure a lot of these are maybe historic. Fault code. Starter relay, clutch pedal switch, so let's say intermittent, transition torque. Well, I think we probably need to actually reset all of these, maybe, just to see what. So body control unit, anti-locking brake system, all-terrain mode, instrument cluster control module. What's on that? Odometer has been tampered. Mum, what have you been doing? What? State historic. Jesus, McTreasers. Right, I'm gonna. I showing you exit? No, because I want to save all this. Report. You're bloody right. I want to report on that. Save. Record saved. Right, I've saved all the bits and bobs. So I'm now going to quick erase. And then I'm going to do a rescan. I shortly exit, yes. Auto scan. Now I'll probably need a bit of a drive to actually really come up with stuff that's not working, but what I should do actually is right. Get the wipers doing some shit. Right, so there's a problem there. So if I then go back, ELG exit. Yeah, I do. Back, yes. Auto scan. Right, anyone wanting a lesson on how to use one of these, don't follow with whatever I'm doing, because I'm just trying to use this as a guide. I know everyone's going to be going, what on earth are you doing using that when you don't know how to use it? But I tell you what, you don't learn. Clutch pedal switch A circuit. Well, I couldn't see anything directly related to the wipers there. Mind you, if I go back into the first, if I actually get that report and I'll whack it into AI and I'll get it to read the report, and then I'll get it to tell me if there's anything in the first report that indicates that those wipers have got an issue. That's what I'm going to do. I didn't like all those faults to start with, but Dad, what have you done? Anyway, I thought this was a good car, but we'll see later. Gone and put that report into ChatGPT. I initially gave it some questions about the gave it the prompt. You're an experienced auto electrician, blah 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 blah. Prompts are really important, by the way. And it went through what it could possibly be. So after it sort of did a few bits and bobs, most likely it's the wiper blade motor there, most likely issue. So I got a PDF of the report that I did with all of the faults on it, and I said, here's a diagnosis report from my machine. Can you tell if any of the faults are historic? Any insights as to what the issues I have with the car would be appreciated. So it's come up with codes that matter for the wiper issue. It's the rain sensor code from the BCM. Historic codes, not current, not active. So we've got a lot of bits and bobs here that are historic. These do not indicate real faults. They are background noise. Okay, so I could live with that. Intermittent codes that happen occasionally. Starter relay circuit, clutch pedal switch B, start-stop performance, torque reduction request signal, whatever the hell that is. Lost comms with the RCM, battery voltage, module power, control, blah blah. Door lock, that might explain the back. I'll ask it more about that in a second. Interior motion, blah blah blah. Permanent active faults. We've got clutch pedal switch A, permanent. This is a real fault. So symptoms you may see: difficult cold start, stop not working, cruise control, cutting in and out, hill start, assist acting strangely, fuel pump authorization. Okay, so overall health of your Freelander 2. Good news, your car does not have any major electrical or mechanical faults showing. What you do actually need to deal with are the wiper motor, likely failing, clutch pedal switch A, maybe the rain sensor and battery condition. So it's saying that the wiper fault, it's all pointed back to that motor by the looks of things. So the clutch are made of a battery condition. You have many low voltage faults. If the battery is more than 4 years old, replace it. So the battery, Mum actually replaced this a couple of months ago. So I think they're historic faults. Mind you, I did have to put the bugger on charge last night, but I think that's because I left the interior light on for 3 days. So I will replace. I think we're going to replace the clutch pedal switch. This looks scary, but on a Freelander 2, it is commonly triggered by low voltage or when the immobiliser has needed resyncing. So the low voltage thing, that might have come from that fault may have come up from it being flat yesterday. So new motor, clutch pedal switch, historic code, so we don't have to worry about any of these. Odometer tampered, historic. This often appears after a flat battery. Thank God for that. Mum, you're off the hook. Yeah, so I think resetting the codes on that and then give it a bit of a drive. We'll see if anything else comes back. But this is everything from literally being handed over from my mum. So it's good that it thinks that there aren't too many nasties in there. There's just a couple of switches and what have you. So all good to go. Right, all those parts ordered. The motor, windscreen wiper motor. Yes, Izzy, sorry. Yes, go for it.
I need your strength.
You need my strength? My pure nutter strength. I'll tell you what, I'll pass you that. Right. You're filming, by the way. Okay. Hold it like that.
Alright. Got you. Got to pull up and unscrew it.
Oh, you don't want to, you want to take this off?
Just however it can undo. You seem to know.
Do you know what?
Alright,
been in this trade for years, love.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
That's a lot easier.
And then take that off.
Right, excellent. Thank you.
Alright.
Wonderful.
Thanks. Anyway, I'm going to show them your car. Look at this. Izzy's just passed her driving test, and we got her this little Hyundai i10, isn't it? Yeah. What do you reckon? What do you think of it?
I love it. Brilliant car. I need to clean it.
Do you need to? Yeah. Well, I wouldn't worry about that. But look, absolute perler, and she's got purple lights. 44,000 miles. What was it? 16 plate, cracking car. Brilliant for first-time drivers. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, Land Rover bits and bobs all ordered, and I'm going to fit the bastards myself. Right, I've got to take this Golf down. Look, this tyre's getting lower and lower and lower. So before it gets too bad, I'm going to take it down. I've also taken note of what battery I need in the Land Rover the Defender, because I need to get that going because it's having loads of stuff done and it needs a battery in it. So fortunately I can get them at the same place. God, what a day! What a day! What's the time? 2:30. 4:30. Chinese dentist. Right. Now, one thing they did say at the tyre place when I called them up to check if they had the battery was what sort of wait time you got on at the moment, because they're because they're quite busy, but they're normally able to fit me in. So they said probably about 45 minutes, but fortunately there's a pub just around the corner that just won best pub of the year in the southwest. So I might just go and have a quick shaky hand shandy while I wait for the tyre to go on to see how we rock and roll. But it's Friday afternoon, isn't it? It's Friday, getting there, nearly there. Bit more of a slog to go, but getting there. Anyway, laters. Right, Golf. Actually went straight in. I said, how long is it going to take? They said probably about 7 or 8 minutes. I said, can you make it 45? so they went 45 minutes. Gives me a chance to catch up on some emails and whatnot, and sit and have have a nice cold beer, and enjoy the sunshine and clear skies. I love these crisp days when the sun's out. It's just gorgeous. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to go to this wonderful little pub and have a half a shandy. And then come back. Got the battery. Chap's put the battery in the boot. So all is good. And now I can just catch up on some admin, which is brilliant. Admin-wise, we've got the Carbotics side. We've got Car Gurus and AA. Got feeds going to them, so that will all be integrated very shortly. Also, Google Ads. Feeds have all gone over to Google Ads, and they're just all in review. So I'm just no faults with the feeds. Everything's just waiting for all the green ticks. Wonderful. What else? But no, got some emailing some customers and stuff. Arranged timings for tomorrow to come and view cars and get back to the chap about the BMW. The £9,000, £2,000 margin on that BMW. Would like a little bit more, to be honest. A little bit more fat around it, just in case. It's got quite high mileage. But probably some other bits and bobs need to be done. The MOT probably went through without any advisories, or they didn't put any advisories on, so who knows, there could be a load of advisories in there when we have it re-MOT'd. So I think I need a bit more fat on that, really. Not being greedy, I'm just being bloody realistic. So I think it starts with an 8. We'll see what the car looks like and everything, see what his service history says and everything else like that. Right, sweet little cottage. Isn't that lovely? Wowzers, muck trousers, what a treat. Friday afternoon, have a tyre repaired and have a beer. Oh, every car dealer's dream, I think. Well, my dreams just come true. It's not quite like that. But God, I haven't done this for a while. What a lovely treat. Sort of coming to the end of the week. Well, we'll talk about the week slightly, but how has the week gone? Well, the week has, car sales have been bloody slow. I think they're slow across the whole board. Plus we have been transitioning website to new platform. We've actually increased our account with Car Gurus, so we're now boosting our stock on Car Gurus. I think we now become on the top 3 or something like that for our area, and we've got a couple of other little bits and bobs going on with Car Gurus as far as we are trying out the some other little packages and whatnot to see if they work for us. But yeah, we have upped our spend with Car Gurus slightly. I don't see why not, because they've been fantastic. We've been getting great leads, more leads yesterday or today. So that's Car Gurus, which is great. And we're looking and exploring some other little avenues as well for the advertising. So yeah, we're getting inquiries in. We're just not getting the buggers over the line at the moment. So the chap came and looked at the Sandero. He wants to buy it. If he returns my bloody call, hopefully we can get a deposit off him and that will be sold. The taxi driver that came in yesterday that looked at the Vauxhall Mocha, I think I told you about that earlier on. Bloody can't remember. Long story short, he came in. Anyway, it wasn't quite right for him, although it's pretty immaculate. So couldn't get him over the line. Had the lady in today, she needs to go away and think about it. Couldn't quite get her over the line. without being too bloody pushy, people down here do not like to be pushed. That is one thing for sure. They are a funny bunch of fruits down here, and they don't like to be pushed. And I don't like to push people either. But I like to try and be firm, because this woman said, you know, can I let you know on Monday? And I did say to her about the cash guy, and I said, look, we've got the weekend coming up. If someone comes in tomorrow and wants to buy it and pay for it, I will be selling that car to them. And I was very, very, very upfront and straightforward. I said, if you want to have this car, put a deposit down, we'll take it off for sale, we'll book it all in to have everything done, the subframe looked at again, and what have you, and put it through the MOT, get it cleaned up, valeted and all that sort of stuff, then you know, you need to put a deposit down. Let's not be flaky, and you know, start and then be disappointed that it's going to be sold on the Monday. So I was quite firm and just, you know, let them know that, you know, if someone comes in, it will be sold if they want to buy it. Okay. So she said she might contact us back this evening. We'll see. So yeah, it's great the leads are coming in, that's for sure. Not with Auto Trader, but the leads are coming in. So something's working. I just need to try and get the bastards over the line a little better. Work on the sales pitch and all that sort of stuff. And, you know, make sure the cars are looking right, which we are getting there. You get all the stock is, there's a plan for every single car to be absolutely perfect very shortly. So that's good. How many cars we got? I think we've got, in total, to get up onto the website, in stock, about 15. I think about 15. If you go and have a look on the site now, you'll probably see 10 cars there, or something like that. Do go and have a look, give us your feedback. So yeah, I mean, doing the car business and creating the platform and setting that up has taken out a huge amount of my time. Well, the platform has, but the platform is up and running, and we're just adding more and more bits to it. But I will show you more little features on the platform as we go. I'll do a few more videos like this, but I'll add more. I'll show you the features, because there's so much stuff on there. There's like image libraries with AI background changing. There's trade to trade portals which you can put stock in, and everyone else on the platform gets notified of it. There's more valuation tools. There's the list goes on. That now we've got the integration sales channels all getting configured at the moment. So it's really coming along, and it's yeah, as I said, anyone wants to sort of know a bit more, just give me a shout. Email me, call me, WhatsApp me, whatever. I'm more than happy to chat. So there's that. But this weekend, working tomorrow, and trying to have the day off on Sunday. Anyway, but I'm going to enjoy this pint for now, and go and pick up the Golf, get the battery on the Land Rover, and I might just do some cooking this evening. What a treat that would be, isn't it? Oh, fantastic. Laters.